Hi, this is an unboxing and review of the Novodio Power and Share Hub. This is basically a power bank which have 5200 mAh battery. It also have a built-in card reader and USB card reader. It also have a built-in wireless router which give you access to all your files from your SD card. And this is what the box look like. In the back here you have a little bit more information. Up close is the specification, as you can see here. You got wireless sharing here. You support SD, SDHC and SDXC, USB 3.0 card reader, power bank, wireless router and bridge, AO2.11 B, G and N, Ethernet port of 1 and also 1000 megabit here, so it looks like a gigabit port, 16-hour battery use, 1 amp output, iOS and Android device, and that's basically about it. Let's just go ahead and unbox it and see what's coming inside. So inside here you have a little user menu. You have the hub itself, there you go. And underneath here you have another user menu, look like a different language here. And then you have a short little micro USB charging cable. So here's the user menu. Has a little bit of instruction diagram of the unit here. Has instruction on how to use it, basically how to connect to the internet and what app to get here, how to connect the unit to your device, and pretty simple instruction with some good diagram. And that's basically about it. So here's the unit itself. It's still wrapped in shrink wrap. So go ahead and take it off. That's feel really nice. There we go. So it's made out of plastic and look like it has a nice weight to it, probably due to the battery. And at the bottom here we have the Ethernet port. You have a charging port right here, a reset button, and you have a look like two USB port here. One of them is for charge out and one is for USB drive, and this one has a 500 milliamp and that's for 1000 milliamp. And on this side here you have an SD card reader. So I've been using the Novodio Power and Share for the past 2 weeks or so, and the experience has been pretty good. The toughest part about this whole process was to find the software. According to the user manual, you had to find a software called WPD, and when I searched in the App Store I was having a really hard time finding it. I have to talk to the company and they told me that it was quotation WPD and it's from a company called Gigastone. I put the WPD in quotation and it was the 4th app on the hit list. I had the app for both the iPad and the iPhone. I have it both here. And the other way to find it quickly for those of you who's buying one of these is search for Gigastone, G-I-G-A Stone, and just search that and you'll find a bunch of different apps from the same company. And I found out that there's 4 or 5 different versions of the same app with different names, but they all have exactly the same functionality and they all work exactly the same. So I'm going to show you those on my phone here. And you can see here on my phone the recommended app is called WPD. Again, if you search for it in quotation you'll find it. If you don't put in the quotation you'll never find it. It's down the list and it's so hard to find. The other app that you can download is called Smartbox A4, Media Stream, or Smartbox, and they're all the same thing. Let me show you. So here's what it looks like, the Smartbox by Gigastone. At the bottom here you have the Smartbox photo upload download setting. So if you exit that, go back to the Media Stream, and you have exactly the same thing here. It's called Media Stream, but you have the same thing. You go to the Smartbox, another app, same exact thing, and finally I go to the WPD. Look different, but at the bottom all the buttons are exactly the same. So I have it downloaded on my iPad here. I'm going to go ahead and open it up. As you can see here, my hub is on, and when it's on, all you have to do is basically go to your setting, and I'm waiting for my Wi-Fi to show up. There you go. It's called WPD 600166. Connect to that one. Right now there's no authentication or anything, and you just connect to it, and you can see here it's done. So basically all I have to do is just go back and launch the app I have earlier. There we go. And when I launched the app this time, it found the stuff on down, and there's my SD card. I have an SD card in here already on this side. Go ahead and select it. And inside here I have some pictures that I took from my digital camera, and the pictures are about 8 to 9 megabytes each, so it's quite a large pictures. So here for example, if I pick a picture, it takes a few seconds for it to actually load, and during that time this is activity lights blinking. My DSLR takes really big pictures, so the size you're getting a full resolution here, so it takes, there you go, about 4 or 5 seconds to load. Just high resolution pictures. There's a picture of my couch, nothing special. But that's what happened. If you're using a smaller camera with pictures that's a little bit smaller, it'll be a lot faster than this. So other than that, thumbnail load really fast, so you can pick a different one here, and you can see different thumbnail. Let me go down a little bit more. You can see not much in here. This card has a lot of pictures, but just random. There's more pictures though, and from the thumbnail, and they'll just come up, and when it's accessing, this light is blinking, you can see. So that's basically the basic functionality of accessing the card. So let's see, we can go to photo, ask if I want to access my photo, press OK, and that will show me my camera roll. And from my camera roll I can actually upload pictures from my camera onto this guy. What makes this guy really special for me is that when I'm out in the field, I do take a lot of pictures on my DSLR, and I can just plug it in and get it to come up to my iPad or my iPhone, and I can share that immediately. So that's a really nice feature. So here in the setting, it will show you a few different settings. You have connected device, show you how many devices are currently connected. It shows your current connection. So I have my iPad connecting to my little gateway box here, use PowerShell. You have the internet here, gateway here, router, and then you have the internet. You can actually connect this guy to the internet, so that way this guy will get internet and he will shove internet to all your devices that are connected to him. Turn the internet bridge on, and when you process, you can pick your local internet that you currently have. This guy will basically become the repeater or an access point to give your device that are connected to this guy internet access. So here I can pick my wireless network and I can enter the stuff and it will work. So I just enter my wireless stuff and it's connecting right now. It's again an IP address and it's connected. So I'll tell you all the different information, what channel is connected, what IP address it has. We can go back right now. If we look right here, it shows that we have the device connected to my wireless network and to the internet. So I actually have internet now. By going to here, let's go to a website here, for example Google, to enter. Take a second here, as you can see it low, and Google is low enough. Other thing you can do is you can clear your WPD photo cache. That's the cache you get when it's pick up those pictures. You can change your SSID and the password, reboot the device, set the default setting, change the emit password, firmware update. I clicked firmware update, but I didn't get any new update, so nothing to really see now. Another thing I want to show you guys is this guy also have USB port that can take device. At the bottom here you have two USB port. One of it is the charge output. What that means is you can plug in a phone or something, and this has an internal battery. It will charge your phone or whatever device. The other one is actually a USB port. So right now, let me go to WPD. At the bottom here you see that we have the SD card in now, and if I plug this little USB stick in now, like that, it's going to start reading, and it's going to take a second here. You can see here it's reading the USB stick, and there we go. Now it showed that a USB pen drive was attached. And the nicest thing about this is that for an iPad or an iOS device in general, you have to pay a lot to get a lot of storage. Most people will know that. So my iPad Air here only have 16 gig of storage, and if I need to add video and stuff, you know, you can go through the process of adding some video, but movies and stuff, they kind of take up a lot of space. You can actually add a USB stick or an SD card in here, you know, and then you can put video movies on it and they'll play. So let me show you here. So go to the side here in videos. I have some pictures here, for example, and you can see smaller iPhone pictures load pretty decently fast, and it's pretty good here. And here's a video that I have of one of my review video. Just click on it, as you see, and it will start playing. It's played really smooth and really fast. And you have control here, of course. You can pause, resume, you can go full screen, and it looked really nice. I think it played really smooth, and while I was playing, this is blinking really fast. So what's great about this guy is that you can have a bunch of movies or music or whatever and just stick here, and you can have 4 or 5 people accessing it, and they all can play their own little movie, own little music, and it seems to be okay. I only use up to 2 devices so far. I can play 2 different videos and it doesn't have any issues with it. Depending on how big the videos are, some of the big movie, maybe a Blu-ray rip or something like that has 4 or 5 gig. Take about 5-10 seconds for it to buffer, and after it buffers, you can just watch the movie. The quality is really nice. You also have the option to add subtitle, and it looks like this version here I don't have the subtitle button, but some of the other apps actually have a subtitle button, like the media streaming app, so it just depends which app you want. On top of this guy being just a media hub, it also acts as your router, access point, and also a bridge. And I'm going to show you that. Right now we're in the bridge mode already because we've been using that internet to this guy. We can also make it a router. So first of all, after you connect to it, you can actually visit the address 192.168.1.2, and then if you go down, you basically have the administration setting for this guy. Here you can see all the different settings, and you can access the USB card and the SD card, kind of like the app, but this is a little bit slower. And home will take you back to this place, and you can go to setting, and in setting you have these different options here that you can change your device. It asks me to enter my administrative password, and when you're in here you have the different settings. So first of all, you have your SSID setting. Right now it's that default one. There's no security mode, so you can just access it quickly and simple. You can change your administrative password here. You can reboot, factory reset, firmware upgrade. And then under network here, you have these different settings. You have the WAN setting, automatic DHCP to the whatever device connecting to. So right now my router. Under LAN setting here, you can make it a DHCP device, and it can also serve our address. Dynamic DNS naming. Here is for Wi-Fi setting. You have router and bridge mode, and there you go. And right now it's in the bridge mode, of course. You can also make it a router mode. You have client mode, which you can access other device. WDS mode. You have access point mode, and this access point is really nice. At the end of this guy here, you have a Ethernet port, and you can connect a cable to this, basically a network cable, and you can turn, for example, if you go to a hotel, you have an Ethernet cable and you want to get wireless, plug the Ethernet cable into here, and then now this guy is serving a wireless mode, and that's the access point mode. You have router connection showing you the current connection rate, about 80 megabits per second here. The HCP server setting. You have battery, how much there's left battery. Look like I have about 100% left. Barely use this guy. And you have storage, which show you the different storage thing that you have plugged in. I have an SD card that's in FAT32, and I have a USB stick that's NTFS. So overall, I'm really pleased with this unit. I think it's really great that it does a lot of different functionality, and it does it quite well. First of all, it's a battery bank. This has, I think, a 5000 milliamp battery, so you can use it to charge your other device. Maybe your phone is running low on juice, you can plug this into this other port and charge it. Second, it can act as your access point. So if you go to a hotel or any place that has an Ethernet connection and you want to have wireless access, you can do that. You can go to your own router here and have your own setting privately. And then finally, it does a really good job of media sharing. For watching movies, listening to music, those kind of things, it seems to work really well. Like I say again, I think the what make and break this is basically the software, and the software is decent. It's not the best, it's decent. It's pretty good at running the stuff, and it's just a little bit tough to find. But if you follow my instruction, just search for quotation WPD, or just search for Gigastone, you will find basically all the software you need for both iOS and Android device. So I hope you short little review help you in your purchase decision. If you have any question, please let me know in the comment below, and as always, stay tuned for future review. Thank you.